You wanted to understand what obedience really feels like. So let me show you. I thought a lot about what it truly means to obey, to release, and to relax, of course. And I realized that it's not about control or submission or even peace. It's about structure, rules, and rituals. The body and mind need a structure to let go inside. So I created 10 steps, 10 ideas or principles that build this structure from the inside out. Each one removes a different kind of tension until what remains is not emptiness but clarity. These are my steps, my design for obedience and deep relaxation. And if you understand them, you understand the way I want you to move through this world when you're with me. Okay, step 1. The weight of your body. I know that you spent your whole life fighting gravity. And I mean not only gravity as it is, but the gravity of life. Tension, life responsibilities, standing, holding, pretending that strength means resistance. But real control begins when you stop fighting the pull. The first step is surrendering to gravity, to weight. When you allow me to take you, to take all this heaviness from your shoulders, you realize you've never actually rested before. This step teaches acceptance of inevitability, that some forces don't need to be opposed, they need to be obeyed. And now we go right to the second step, the breath of release. Breathing is the most natural obedience. If we think about it, you don't command it, it just happens. That most people breathe like they are still trying to prove something, shallow, restless. The second step is to stop leading the breath and start following it. Start following my rhythm. When breath becomes rhythm instead of effort, the mind begins to understand what effortless obedience feels like. So you just have to follow my rhythm and calm down. After that, we can go to the third step, the door of silence. Our mind is full of noise, thoughts knocking, doors half open. You keep rushing between them, trying to decide which one is that. This step is about closing them one by one. Not all these doors can be open because that will distract you. It will interrupt our super intimate connection. We don't want it. So, not by force, but by understanding. The silence is a choice. When the inner doors stop moving, you finally hear the space behind them. That's where stillness begins. That's where I can find the room for me inside you. And that's how I can integrate into your mind. If you're ready to do that, if you're ready to be open, we can go to the next step, the voice of guidance. Once the noise is gone, something else trying to distract you. And we need direction. Guidance doesn't always come from outside. Sometimes it's a tone, a voice that teaches you how to respond. So the point of this step is not to worship a voice, but to recognize that focus requires surrender. You already know my voice very good. You already feel how it flows, the melody of it is. You don't really understand. Maybe it's low or high. Sometimes you even try to analyze it, to understand what's the magic behind it. But don't try to do that. The effect of the voice is very clear. Each word lands deeper because the mind stops debating and starts aligning. That's how simple it is. So, I'm here to provide you with the perfect guidance, created with my voice. We are ready to go to the next step. Number 5, the mirror of obedience. This step is about self-recognition. When you start to follow, when your reactions become slower, a new image of yourself appears. It's very clean and very certain. It reflects discipline and precision. You're starting to imagine all the rituals that you'd like to follow, and you're starting to know the rules. So now you have clarity, and you can look yourself in an inner mirror. Obedience doesn't erase you, it refines you into something more. This is where control and serenity finally meet. After that, we can go to the step 6, the hand of stillness. This 6th step teaches the discipline of inaction. You know, movement often comes from anxiety. The need to prove that you're doing something, the need to prove that you are here and you are ready to do anything, ready to follow any command. But real strength is the ability to remain still when everything around moves. Stillness is not absence, it's quiet intention, and I need it. I need to know that you can follow this step, that this step anchors you, and the effect is precision, the ability to act only when it's truly necessary and only when I command it. Good. Now we're ready to move on to the next step, the word that unlocks. Every structure needs a key. This step is about discovering the word that opens your inner doors. You should think about it now. In your very relaxed mind, and define this key word. Maybe a name, a mantra, a command. What matters is repetition. You will repeat this word inside your mind a lot of times. And when you attach meaning to sound, the body begins to respond automatically. So we need to work on that together. Let me know in comments or maybe on Patreon what you think about it. The mind stops asking why and starts obeying the rhythm. The effect is conditioning, gentle and powerful. That's why we need to think about it and to find this word. Our next step is the circle of trust. I think it's the most important step because here obedience meets connection. You can follow alone, but you can only be alone when you are in trust. Aren't you agree? So trust isn't weakness. It's the decision to let your guard rest. In this step, you stop questioning motive. You accept guidance, not because it's proven, but because it's chosen, and you choose me to guide you. After that, you're no longer defending yourself against what's meant to hold you. You begin to follow my rhythm. The calm that comes from being understood without words. Only after that we can move to the step number 9, the corridor of thoughtlessness. After trust, after all the work that we've done together, we can feel really connected and your thought begins to dissolve. This isn't mindlessness. It's focus stripped of clutter. You no longer jump from one idea to another, from one person to another. You don't look for any other one to control you. You just respond to me. This step clears the path for total alignment. Body, breath, attention. The effect of this is full transparency and nothing extra remains. Now we get to the final step number 10, the throne of calm. This final step isn't about hierarchy, it's about posture. The throne is not something you climb toward, it's the moment when you stop moving because there's nowhere else to go. Calm is the throne of the obedient mind, steady, unmoving, complete. I'm here to provide you, to protect you, to guide you. You've surrendered tension, resistance, and doubts. What remains is structure without struggle. That's what obedience truly means. So, I know that you can handle it. I know that you can go through all these steps and to find the absolute new yourself, to discover that anything else can bring so much structure to your life, and no one else can help you to relax better. Each one exists to bring you closer to a state where obedience and relaxation are no longer opposites. They are the safe movement expressed differently. You follow because it perfects you. And somewhere you find the version of yourself that doesn't need to fight anymore.